What's up, everyone? I actually timed the music on that one actually pretty good. It's Ed Reiner, and this is the Daily Dose of Mind Stuff. So I'm coming on the weekend here a lot later than I normally do, because I normally do these lives in the morning, early afternoon. But because of some circumstances and some things that are going on in the weekend, I had to do it later. So, and because I had made a commitment that I'm going to do this 100 days in a row, I've got to just work around whatever I can do to make sure that I am keeping up with my commitment to myself and to you guys that join me live. And for those on the replay, I guess it really doesn't matter when I come on because you're watching the replay. So anyway, today we are finishing up with the series that I was able to take segments from, and we're going to go to Bob here, and he is going to be talking about the law of compensation and then the different 3 income strategies it comes to when creating income. So let me pop over there real quick, and we will get Bob, and I will see you guys afterwards.
I love the way Jane Wellhite puts it: givers gain. Givers gain. Become a little more generous, and you'll probably become a little more wealthy. Now let's think of the law of compensation. Everything in the universe operates by law. Compensation is governed by a law. It's a very exact law. That law clearly states the amount of money you earn will always, not sometimes, always be in exact ratio to 3 things. 1, the need for what you do. 2, your ability to do it. And 3, the difficulty there is in replacing you. A lot of people think if you work harder, it's not about working hard. Some of the people who work the hardest earn the least. It's about providing service. Let's build a scenario that you don't see much anymore. People used to operate elevators. They would stand in the elevator, and you get on, they'd say 4, please, and you'd say 6, and they would crank a thing, and away you would go to the 6th floor. So let's say a person gets on, and operator says 4, please, 6. Okay, doors open, let him off the 6th floor. About 2 hours later, the doors open, the same guy steps on. Ground floor, lobby. Boom, boom. Doors open, and they're on. The guy that got off on the 6th floor and stayed there for 2 hours would probably earn more money in that 2 hours than that elevator operator would earn in 2 years. Might have been a neurosurgeon. See, the elevator operator was providing a service, but not much. With a neurosurgeon, that's quite a better service. That's where this is at. This is a law. The need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there will be in replacing you. See, the focus is on this one. You want to work at getting better at what you do. I am always attempting to improve how I explain this. I want to do a much better job today than I did yesterday. Now, I might not do as well today as I did yesterday, but I'm going to give it everything I've got, and that's all you can do. You're getting the best you can get from me today. You might have got better yesterday. You may get better tomorrow, but you can't get any better than you're getting today. If you give the best you've got, you're going to go ahead. Most people don't operate that way. Get into the habit of operating that way. Now look it. I love what Earl said. Most people think they want more money than they really do, and they settle for a whole lot less than they could get. And it must be earned. When you make effective use of your paradigm power, You can decide to turn your annual income into a monthly income. You can turn your annual income to a monthly income. Now, there's 3 income strategies, just 3. There's a million ways to earn them, but only 3 strategies. I refer to it as M1, M2, and M3. Now, if you have little kids, teach them the M3 strategy. 95% of the people use the M1 strategy. It doesn't work. This is where 96% of the people work. They're trading their time for money. I don't care how much you earn an hour, you got a cap on it because you run out of time. Everybody gets the same amount of time. And when it's gone, it's gone. You don't get it back. That's not a good strategy. And yet that's the one that masses operate with. That's one we learned mostly from our parents in school. M2 is a good strategy, but it's only used by a small percentage, 3% of the population. And that 3% invest money, turn money. You see, you can put this stuff to work for you without you doing anything. It'll earn money for you. Now, M3 is something I stumbled on way back in the 60s. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was like I was bagging the money and I didn't know what I was doing. 1% of the population follow this strategy. That 1% are 96% of all the money. I was doing a TV show with Robin Leach a number of years ago. Now, he has dealt with more wealthy people. He's gone now, God bless him. But he dealt with more wealthy people than probably anybody alive. And, you know, if you're shooting something, camera, you sit around and do a lot of nothing while you're waiting. And so he and I would chat for a while, and I found him a pretty interesting guy. Now, he has talked to the wealthiest in the world. And he said the wealthiest he knows, he's never seen them working. And we grow up with the idea you go to work to earn money. You don't go to work to earn money at all. That's a dumb idea. And if that's the idea, you've got to get rid of it real fast. You go to work for satisfaction. You provide service to earn money. If you're not doing what you love to do, what are you doing with your life? You're wasting your life. Life is rather short. When it's over, it's all done. You take nothing with you. Everything you own at the time of your death is going to belong to somebody else. Now, if you can never own it, you should never let it own you. These are simple rules. Most people don't learn it. This is what I stumbled on. They multiply their time by setting up multiple sources of income.
Okay, so those are the 3 strategies for earning income. Oops. And the law of compensation. So if we want to earn more, Bob puts it simply, we just need to provide more service. Money is a reward for service rendered. So as he said in there, depending on what it is that you do, you know, there's the three things in the law of compensation: the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing you. And as he said, if we just focus on number 2, because number 1, depending on what you do, you don't need to create that need. If you're going into something where you're going to have to create a need, you're going to have a really upward battle. So generally, nobody's having to do that. That's already done. Our ability to do it, that's all we have to focus on. So if we look at just increasing what it is, what we're doing, our effectiveness, like Bob said, just do the best that you can. If you look at just improving 1% every day, just 1%, that's not a whole lot. However, if you're in the habit of doing that, at the end of the year, you have increased your effectiveness by 365%. So when we break it down like that, it's not hard to really just focus on your ability to do it. You look at the people out there that are just real pros, and they get paid a lot for what they do. Because when you're a real pro and you're really good at what you do, it's very difficult to replace you. And then he went into the 3 strategies. So we want to really look at that M3 strategy. And some people may look at, well, I can't do that with my job. There's multiple sources of income. You have your primary source, which is a lot of times some people's jobs. And then you can start to build other sources of income. You do one at a time. Some people will start to do, especially now with online and how easy it is to start a business or to start something that is evolved around something that you love, a hobby, affiliate marketing. You can create a course. You can take something that you really know how to do and you're good at and create how-to videos and market those to people, because you're going to find people that have similar interests. And now you've set up another source of income. There's many, many ways to do that. So those are the 2 things that deal with money that we're going to go over today, was the law of compensation and the 3 income strategies. Watch that video again. Let it sink in. It's something that you can keep studying and really start to look at what service you're providing. If you're in a position that you're not providing a whole lot of service, well, you're probably not getting paid a whole lot. You want to look at, how can I increase the service? And open your mind and not limit it to just what you're doing. Because when you open your mind and you start asking yourself, what can I do to provide service? Where is there a need in my community with the groups that I'm involved in? Where is there a need that I can fill? Is there a problem that I can help solve? And you start to look at those things and provide service. By law, you'll be compensated for that. So really, you don't need to worry about focusing on money. As Bob says, people are focusing on money. They're focusing usually on they're trying to get out of debt. And that's the worst thing you can do. You take the focus off of earning money and just focus on providing service. The money will take care of itself by law. So I hope you guys got value out of today's session. Tomorrow should be around the same time, 4:20, 4:30. I don't know, maybe not 4:20. I don't know. Some people, I want to actually remember what I'm talking about. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If you got value out of this, like it, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. So I will keep providing more value to you guys, but that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys got value, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day. Peace. God bless.